He gone. He gone.
I'm muted. I'm so sorry. Look, this is a disaster. My stream deck doesn't work on this. I forgot.
Oh god, this is amazing. This is the greatest moment of my
Green,
life.
aren't you glad you left us in charge?
Best moment of my life, hands down.
What
is going on, True Fam? How are we doing?
Oh my
this
god,
is the
please.
shit show. Welcome to it.
Thank God I have audio filters on my microphone. I was so concerned about that just now.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, Green, I really, you made a poor decision here. I'm not gonna lie. This is a terrible idea.
We're going down.
I mean, you brought Sadomi on. You know it's gonna already be a fire and a half.
We already discussed he was going to be the first one to get dropped because of this.
Yeah, we had a discussion on how fast we would all lose sponsorship over this whole thing.
I'm guessing by 11:42, I'm gonna get an email being like, "So we've decided to review your recent actions."
Happy 50th episode. Get the fuck out.
Oh shit. So, for those of you that have never been in here for this is the Phone In Friday edition of Stream Key, or as we are calling it today, the Freedom Friday edition of Stream Key. It is the 50th episode. You can jump in Discord by doing !Stream Key, and you can call in with questions. You can also ask questions in the chat or in the Discord, and we will try to get to them in order because English is hard. But callers get priority. So we are going to start today off by talking about categories and tags. We're going to talk for a second, then we're going to drag GamerDad in because he's very hyped on this, and he also has things to do today, so he wants to get in early. But have you guys seen all this new stuff about categories and tag changes and all that fun stuff? What do we think? What do we think?
No, tell me more.
Tell me more. Tell me more. All right. So for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, IRL and creative are completely getting an overhaul in mid-September, according to the Trello board that I thought I had to sign up for. But anyway, so how it's going to work is they're splitting IRL into a few different categories, and they're splitting creative into a few different categories. I'm going to let GamerDad talk about the creative side because I don't do creative, and I don't really know much about it. Sadomi, awesome, posting the link for it. But IRL, they are changing completely, thank God, because it's the most toxic category on Twitch, and they are adding a
No, I was thinking it was like
absolutely.
you're right.
Rocket League might be a close second, but
it's. I remember I spent like a good hour listening to Mitch Jones complain about why no one watches streams anymore.
Well, I mean, it's you look at IRL at any time of the day, and there's 40,000 people, and it's people with 2,000 viewers whispering into their mics and scratching them because that works for people. So now ASMR is getting its fully integrated own category.
That's disgusting.
And also somebody like me, I use talk shows at the beginning and end of my stream all the time. And I've been using it improperly, but I switched to talk shows from IRL because IRL, I would consistently get trolls and it was just a mess. So when you go to talk shows, while I'm not hosting a podcast, I always considered it a talk show when I talk to everybody in the chat. But now we get just chatting. So I'm very, very, very excited for that. I'm bad at life because I was spending so much time fixing this because I broke everything in the beginning, spoiler alert, that I don't have the list in front of me of what they're changing. So if one of you has the list of all the categories they're opening up for IRL, and then I'll have GamerDad pop in and talk about the creative side of it.
All right, so all the categories I have right now. So this is actually pretty. I think there's like 12. I don't know. Somehow. Anyway, art. For all the artists creating painting, illustrations, animation, comics, photography, and more, we're using digital traditional methods. I'm not going to read all of them because most of them are pretty self-explanatory. Hobbies and crafts, food and drink, music and performing arts, beauty and body art, science and technology, just chatting, travel and outdoors, sports and fitness, tabletop RPGs. GamerDad, that's your category. Special events, talk shows and podcasts, and ASMR.
So tabletop RPGs, is that what do we does anybody here know what Critical Role is in this little group of people? All right. So do you think that they start streaming to that now?
Well, the thing is with Critical Role, with how they market themselves with Geek and Sundry, they could stream in freaking League of Legends. It doesn't matter to them. They have people coming in.
Yeah.
Like who find their stream from other sources. So that's not going to affect them too much. It'll probably help people who look at tabletop RPGs who haven't seen Critical Role, which if you've been online, it's kind of hard not to know what Critical Role is if you're into tabletops. Or even Geek and Sundry, they're a great channel, but like Critical Role, like their flagships, that's their moneymaker. So that's gonna help them a lot. I'll get other people who might get me streaming, because I wanted to stream one game. And I love tabletop games, but like sometimes it's hard to get them because some of them are very specific and you don't know what they are.
Yep.
So it'll help find people who do into games, find new games, so you can kind of help look around and be like, oh hey, there's a new tabletop game I want to check out. Boom. So a bit more traffic that way. Yeah.
Does this affect you at all, Val?
Not really. I mean, I go into IRL a little bit at the beginning, so I guess I'll switch to just chatting in the beginning. But it's usually not for very long. Sometimes I don't even do it because I mean, at the most.
So now, what happens with the driving streams? Like you've done a few of those. What would you even
I guess
stream
that would be
to?
IRL.
No, but they're getting rid of it, I think.
Oh, they're getting rid of IRL. So I guess that would be just chatting then.
I'd be on just chatting.
Yeah, I would definitely do it under just chatting.
Yeah, you could be traveling outdoors. Whether you're exploring a new city or just hanging out in your hometown, this category covers all your walking and talking needs. Found it. Found it.
Okay, so I guess we found it. There we go. That's what I'll be doing.
But let me find the right Discord and drag Mr. Gamer Dad in.
The one and only.
To let him get on that creative scene. Oh, I can't drag people. It feels bad, man. Oh. Can I get some peppy hands in the chat, please? Any little pepe hands?
What's up, Gamer Dad? How you doing, man?
Doing all right.
Gamer Dad.
Hey.
That's right. You can't grab me, but I can bring myself.
That makes my life even easier. I don't like.
What you got for us, man?
Yeah. So, how do you feel about this creative change?
So I've seen a lot of mixed emotions about this. I, for one, am completely optimistic, completely excited. I think that this is an amazing change. If you guys caught a conversation I had with Pure Chaos on True Talk a few weeks ago, we were kind of griping about the fact that creative is a catch-all category, just like IRL is a catch-all category for anything that you can deem under that big umbrella. And the communities, which are not really policed too well, let you kind of further describe things. So with the tag changes and the categories coming, a cooking stream is creative. What I paint is creative. D&D can be considered, I guess, creative, but they have their own game category. We're all the same thing, but we're really not. And now it lets us further break things down. And it's just remarkable that they took feedback from other people and built this up. Because I can do hashtag painting. I know you guys are going to talk about tags, and put myself under the hobby category because that's what I'm working on, and just make my life so much easier because I don't have to sort through. When I go to the creative directory, I don't have to scroll through like rows and rows and rows of people who claim that they're doing digital art when it's really just like a half-naked girl with a picture on the screen. So I can push all that aside and get myself out there and market myself in specific tags and categories better and more I'm thinking it's going to actually help viewership and creative, to be honest.
So the only thing I saw so far out of all of this, because I only really follow you, but I saw a tweet that got liked by who I believe is a bigger creative streamer, and I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she went on a full-bore 8-tweet tirade about this thing, about the fact that her painting of, I think she does minis or something along that line, but flat out states that hobbies and crafts is a gross undergeneralization of creative. So I want your opinion on it as somebody who does minis and stuff like that, because she feels that Twitch has now generalized and taken away from the creative community by doing it this way.
You might have to whisper me who this person is so I can apologize in advance, but I think she's completely wrong.
I'd have to find the tweet, but
hobbies and crafts is a generalized category, yes, but I don't think Twitch planned on releasing categories independent of tags. Combine categories and tags, and you're set. That is the strategy here.
No, I mean, I like it personally. I think her gripe was that calling her craft a hobby, I think was the quote, was just a demeaning and insulting thing that Twitch has done.
I mean, like,
I mean, I feel the soapbox people on a regular basis, so
Calling what she does as a generalization of creative was an even further slap in the face. Then she's getting one step closer to what she needs. I
Right.
mean, it's not going to be perfect. Miniature painting or figure painting or D&D painting, like we don't have a big enough market that we need our own individual specific category. And I don't know what craft she does because I didn't see the tweet, but I mean, I got miniature figures as a tag. So I'm going to be in hobbies with hashtag miniature figures. That's all I need. And it may not be all she needs, but we're getting closer. They're planning on tweaking their tags as we go. We're only getting 100 tags now to start off with. So it's going to grow. But for the initial release of this, I think they hit it right on the head as a good starting point.
yeah, no,
if to
I
add
fully
something
agree.
into. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just agreeing.
Okay. So like with like with that, if you think of the viewership from a viewership angle, people who stream full time on Twitch who do body painting, that may be like their craft or like their job to them. But for a lot of people, that's just their hobby. So they'll look for that as their hobby. Like for many people, doing their what's it called? Their painting miniatures is a hobby. For very few people, that'd be anything more than a hobby versus like a career, a job, a craft, your life dedication.
Yep.
So if you look at it from a viewer perspective, they're looking at, oh, hey, this is my hobby. This is really good at my hobby. Let me learn from this person. Versus like, oh, hey, this is what I do. This, I'm gonna say this is more than art. This is blessing God sent, full markdown America, beautiful. I don't know a better word for art, but whatever that is, no one's gonna think that from a viewer angle compared to like your personal streamer angle.
Yeah.
You tag for the viewers, not for you.
Definitely. I mean, you pretty much you hit the nail on the head. And somebody in chat pretty much said, Free Range said that, you know, what she does may or may not be a hobby, or for others, it may be a hobby for others because it's not all about her, which I think is a great point. And it's essentially echoes what you just said. But yeah, I mean, the tags thing, and I can't wait to hashtag the shit out of my title, chat. Hashtag blessed.
This is gonna be like Twitter all over again, man.
Oh, I can't wait to see the rants about too many hashtags.
Oh, well, but you only have so many characters in your title, which is good. I mean, they're going to hold to that.
So is that how the tags is going to work? So I didn't really read a lot about the tags. I read more about the category because that was what really piqued me up. Do they have to be in your so it's going to be in your title, so it's not going to be separate like it is for the communities like right now, right?
Yeah, we have that today for those streamers that are actually involved in Twitch bounties. We have to hashtag sponsored in the title description. So when I switch over to do a Twitch bounty, I just put hashtag sponsored as the first part of my title, and then I'll just type out Twitch bounty for blah 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 whatever game I'm playing.
But so, wasn't that already required because you're getting it for free? You have to announce it. That's like an advert rule. That's like a government law.
But the hashtag sponsored is a tag, and so they snuck tags in already. They just don't have the other tags released. So I think we only have the one tag right now.
Now, so totally a little bit of a segue into the bounty thing. Quick, do you have to put that it's a bounty in your title, or can you just put hashtag sponsored and then write, playing like I saw you playing Ghost Recon Wildlands or whatever it was?
You don't have to type that it's a bounty in your description. The only requirement is hashtag sponsored. You have to inform your community that you are doing that, though.
Okay. That was just a little segue because I was curious for my own personal curiosity and for anybody in the chat who's applied for bounties. Little tidbit. But yeah, so it always so they want hashtag sponsored instead of hashtag ad now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you, Gamer Dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're wonderful.
Love you,
bro. I love you. If you guys haven't,
guys.
Gamer_Dad_NC on Twitch, and only on Twitch, as I was informed the other day. It's not that on all the other things.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you, dude. Love you.
See ya.
So, I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting. But the other thing that's active now that Sadomi was witness to in my channel, which kind of blew my mind because I didn't know it was really a thing and I was very confused by it at first, is community gifted subs. Oh God, my headset's dying. Um, community gifted subs. So for those of you that don't know what that is now, so you used to be able to gift a sub to a specific user. I could click on, let's say, Deathbringer in the chat, and I could gift him a sub. Now you can gift the community subs. So it's an up and down thing from what I've noticed. So as somebody who's received them, my thing that I'm not the hugest fan of is that it doesn't pick up everybody in your chat.
Right.
Which I don't understand. I think it should prioritize the chat first and then move on to your follower list like it does. But it's pretty much a bulk way of giving out subs to a community and supporting a community. So essentially you click the button and now you have the option to go, I think, anywhere from 5 to 100. And I think you could even punch in a custom number. And you get a 1 penny discount for anything over 1 sub. You get 1 penny off for each sub.
Dang, man.
So if you do 10 subs, I think it's $9.90, however many 10 would be. 50,
That'll be
so $49.90.
50, yeah.
Because I'm smart, chat, and I have to plug in my headset, so I'm sorry. I'm completely underprepared today. I apologize to Green. He trusted us. We failed. But anyway, so yeah, to gift the community subs, I think is, I don't know. How do you guys feel about it?
One thing about the giving to your followers, I think that's an underhanded ploy to get people who haven't been to your channel in a while back into your channel. So
Yeah,
to say you notification saying, "Oh, you got a sub here." I did. Huh. Oh yeah, this guy. I remember this guy. That's a cool emote. America flag. Milk dud. And you go like, "Oh hey, what's up? I'm being channel. I got a sub here." Who knows?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I like it. I like it a lot for sure, and especially for that reason right there. Because like you might have people that like, you know, I've had people that followed me like 2 years ago that probably don't even remember me as a streamer anymore. And you know, because like I did take a long break or whatever, so they might not even think that I go live anymore or something like that. And so it is a good way to just keep people reminded. But I also do like it just because it just picks people randomly. I think it's just cool. It's kind of like a little lottery or whatever that you could do. You can like make an event out of it if you want. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty cool. Gamer Dad dropped, actually, he did that, like I think he give to like 5 subs to my community the other day, and I didn't even know that it was a thing at the time, and so I was just like, it was just bam, there's five new subs right there. I'm like, oh shit, okay, and it's just something that's really different and cool. I think they're doing really cool things with the sub gifting.
Yeah, it definitely. I think it's a cool way. Sadomi, I actually didn't even think of that, to be honest, at first. But now that I think about it, last night I had people in my channel that I haven't seen in months, you know, that were gifted subs. But I wonder if that was Twitch's ploy in a sense. The only thing is it benefits me in that sense. But I didn't think of it. You know what I mean? I didn't even realize it was a thing. Now that you know, and like Diebear just touched on, Tim the Tatman was talking about it, how it pushed him towards his max number of subs. For me, it put me over the highest sub count I've ever had the other night. You know what I mean? So it's definitely, it's an interesting way to do it instead of individually gifting subs. Because I've had people, you know, I have a guy in my channel, the same one who did the, you know, what they're calling gift bombs now, who would do gifted subs all the time. But I can understand, as somebody who's gifted subs a few times, it's so tedious to try to gift out, like, especially when you're in there trying to support. It's so tedious to click, trying to find names. Like, I remember people used to always, this same guy, if he was feeling on one of his rants where he wants to throw subs, he'd be like, hey, he'd be like, anybody in the sub, or anybody in the chat not sub type. And I'm like, that always looks so weird. But I get it, because the only thing I just wish the algorithm was better, that it would follow, or that it would give subs to people actively in the channel first. Because I watch people typing get skipped like 2 or 3 times in these gifted sub drops, and then people that I haven't seen, like I said, in months are getting subs. Bots. I had so many. I had like 5 of my bots are subbed to my channel. I'm like, all right, well.
Yeah, I mean, if at some point you're gonna think of Twitch probably gonna like adjust that a little bit, because you're gonna hear. You're gonna hear that more backlash from smaller streamers than like the bigger streamers, because if you have a decent sized audience, it's really hard to pinpoint like who's been there longer, who's get skipped over a sub, especially if you're getting like your chat's going. You're not gonna miss that, so you're not gonna really think about it. But for people who like you know, like us, who don't have like thousands and hundreds of people in our chat like daily, constantly, it'll just be like, wait, why did it skip over and go to this one dude who came by for like 2 seconds versus like my mod's been here for like 6 years, kind of thing. So I think over time the smaller streamer backlash will I don't even backlash, just like suggestion kind of creep up. But I don't think they're gonna change that for like a while though.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's good. There's a lot of people that don't like gifted subs, but I mean,
Why?
I don't know. The people, I've heard the argument of, oh, I'd rather have the money. I mean, I'd rather you send me. That's what it was. I'd rather you send me $5 PayPal
Fair.
than give me $250. So yes and no. So my thing with the subs is, and again, everybody's different, and how you treat your Twitch channel is different when you're running a business over doing this for fun or doing the mix of the two will change your view on it, I think. But like for me personally, I like gifted subs only because I want everybody to feel like they're not missing out on something. So whether it be emotes, now that there's sub badges, you know, I don't really do anything like we have all talked about this, Sadomi, me, Uvel, when last week or 2 weeks ago about the, you know, I don't do anything crazy for subs. I play a video, I acknowledge you, you're awesome, you get a specific Discord channel, and that's really it. I mean, whether it be tier 1, tier 3, whatever. My whole point with the sub thing is that I like the community to be involved, and I like everybody to feel like they're meshed together. And I tell people all the time, at least for my opinion, your most valuable currency on Twitch is your time. Because I could have 1,000 subs, but I could have 10 concurrent viewers. You know,
it's like a follow count. It's just, except you're just making money off of it.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. If you're an entertaining streamer, like that's what matters. Like if you have a good community of people that are watching you, if they don't pay a fucking penny, it doesn't matter. Like having the community of people that are just there chilling with you, like that's fucking huge. I was talking to Angry Gringo, just brought it up actually. I was talking to my community about it the other day. Like I love gifted subs because exactly like you were saying, it helps like other people get the same emotes and get to be a part of the community just as much as the subs are. Like obviously, like it's not a sub that's going to come back, but you shouldn't even worry about your sub count in the first place. And then if you are worried about your sub count, like, well, one, you shouldn't be, because you shouldn't be worried about money at all. Just like we were saying earlier, just focus on the like your viewers and just being an entertaining streamer. That's all that matters. Like it's just, I don't know, like you were saying, it's just a good part of just getting them into the community with the other subs.
It's your,
I think it's really cool.
I always like to joke that it's your attaboy. So your viewers are your thank you, them being there, and then any kind of money you make is like your attaboy, your little pat on the butt for doing a good job. You know,
your CGYDB.
Exactly. Well, that's why they sub to you, because they want that. But anyway,
now to play like a different perspective on this from like a numbers perspective, even though we still don't care about the numbers. This now makes sub counts not really descriptive of like your community of like in general now, because if people can gift like hundreds of subs, that's 100. That's 99 people who didn't actually sub themselves. One person who subbed for them.
Yeah.
So as you know, can kind of tell like someone with like 1,000 subs for someone with like we'll say 200 subs. You can probably tell which channel is like obviously bigger. Like probably concurrent viewer, can you kind of guess, assume maybe. Now that's also kind of out the window. It's more similar to like follower counts now, as in like doesn't really describe much about how well your stream is doing.
Yeah,
it's like just the generosity of like one person, I guess.
Exactly. Well, I think it's how much you're supported monetarily by your community would probably be the best way to say it. I mean, like I hit my highest sub count with it, and it's wild and everything like that. But I've also been there. I've had, you know, people gift a lot of subs before, and there's nothing better than, you know, when it becomes August or when it becomes September 9th and I watch my sub count fall by 50. It's always fun to watch. But I mean, like you said, the number game for me doesn't really matter. Diebear actually just said, you know, while the $5 up front is twice the cash in one given period, the sub definitely makes it somebody feel more included in the community. And that's at least my thing with it, is it's all about the building of the community. And while I have people and I appreciate the people that support the community that way, I mean, I personally take all my money from Twitch and push it back into the stream, because I am fortunate enough to have a job where I don't need to, you know, supplement my income with Twitch. Now, if I'm somebody who's doing both, or I'm, you know, I'm working a full-time job and I'm Twitch for side income, I can understand the push for numbers in a sense, because I don't think there's any wrong way to do this. It's just you have to know what your goal is when you come into it. Otherwise,
For sure.
you can't flip flop 1 month and think I want 50 gifted subs because I need to buy, you know, a new keyboard or whatever. And then the next month you're like, I don't need any gifted subs. Don't worry about it. You know, it's just, I don't believe in asking for things on Twitch, but then again, we always talk about this. Everybody's different. How everybody does it is different. We can give advice all day long, but at the end of the day, you're the one that has to be happy with your stream.
But at the same time, if you're that person's just saying, just give me $5 instead of, you know, gifting a sub and I make $2.50 off of it, shame on you. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like that person's still giving you money that they don't need to give you.
Exactly.
Like,
They get this for free.
yeah, exactly. Like you're doing, like, if you're not doing this because you love it and you're doing this just to make money, just to make $5 instead of $2.50, like I don't agree with that at all. You're in this for the wrong reasons, and you should be happy about every penny that you get. But even more so, just be happy that they're spending time on your channel. So shame on that person, whoever said just give me $5.
I agree. I honestly don't remember who it is at the time. Nothing.
I'm glad, because I would definitely go DM them very fast. Not even kidding.
Toxic. I love it.
Dude, that makes me so mad.
Just Ask Jana even said it. Well, my gifted subs make me visit that channel more to learn more about the community. So the person gifting, I guess, at the same time, I don't know. I've seen a good reaction to it so far. It's still very, very, very new. And I've also seen, you know, and everybody freaks out when, oh, why are you supporting bigger streamers? They're already making blah, blah, blah. It's not like that. At least for me, in my opinion, even somebody like Ninja. So then here comes the unpopular opinion. But if somebody went into Ninja's channel today and gifted 10,000 subs, okay, just for an obnoxious number, I'm not going to be mad.
Right. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he doesn't need any more money. It's not about the money. It's about the inclusion of the community. You know, the dude's got 160,000 concurrent viewers. Most of them are kids. You know what I mean? Who don't have money, who aren't allowed to go and sub on Twitch because their parents won't give them a debit card or let them connect to PayPal or whatever. So it gives people like that the opportunity to be included in something through somebody else in a bulk fashion, even if it... So, and especially think about a chat like that. You wouldn't be able to read 3 things in that chat. It moves so fast. You know, even if you put it on sub-only mode. So how do you pinpoint who's not subbed quick enough to be able to gift that person to sub in a channel like that? So I think it's actually more catered towards bigger, faster channels and bigger streamers than it is so much at the affiliate level, though it'll be a great way to see people support it. I don't know.
And with the whole like supporting like bigger streamers, like if you like someone's content, you like their content. Like that's just straight up. Like if you guys know John Say, man, I like his streams. I go there, I've subbed to him twice myself, and then every other time I've got gifted I literally just gifted subs. So like I've had emotes for like a year now, and I've only subbed twice. But so like I like his content, so I'll go there when I can sub. If I'd already subbed, just boom, sub right there. And like even if someone's like a small streamer, and I like the content, and I want to like sub with them, I'll sub it. Like it doesn't matter who your content is. If I like it, I likes it.
Yeah, exactly. I fully agree. You should never feel ashamed for liking content, whether it be Dr. Disrespect, Ninja, Tim the Tap Man, Bell, Sadomi, me for some odd reason, all the way to the guy who, you know, got affiliate yesterday and you want to sub to his channel. If you like the content, you like the content, and that's it. It's right. You shouldn't have to feel bad about it.
Now, one funny thing too, I just remembered, gifted subs are also great for like, if you're one of those like, if you have like email for yourself, like for your own channel, that's like just great and you love seeing it. Gifted subs make you feel real good because like, oh yeah, more milk duds.
Because you see,
spread the American penis.
Man, see, there it is. What time is it? It's 11:35. You didn't even make dildo. It. By the way, for any of the kids in here, this is an adult stream. Don't tell your parents.
That's why we all have beards, because this is for adults, okay?
Or you can watch as like those parents that let their kids watch Ninja on mute. Get at me.
Who said that shit?
Oh my God, Susie, that combo.
Oh no!
Oh,
my
man.
god!
So
Okay,
seriously though,
guys.
this is a call-in show. So if you guys do have any questions, don't ask me why I spread my hands like that. If you have any questions, you can jump in the Discord and call in, or you can type them in the chat. I understand it's the middle of a Friday, so some people are at work. So if you want to ask a question, have us change the topic. Otherwise, we're all gonna rant and be 3 idiots on here for another hour.
Yeah.
To Catch a Predator
Four
has
idiots?
just joined the TRUgaming channel. I know you can join and become 4 idiots. When
Oh my
Green's
God.
away,
Yeah,
the
guys.
cats will play. Bell.
If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask us. This, like he was saying, is this a call-in show? So you guys can come in and chat with us on Discord. Or you guys can type it in the chat. Speaking of Discord, let me link that for you
I
guys.
see
Ooh.
MP.
There you go. There you go. How can it be that Velok hasn't reached down and SnoopHog hasn't reached down?
Oh wait, hold on.
So what is this?
Use your right hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You're late. 1, 2, 3.
I'm watching the stream.
Oh, what the hell?
Damn it. Okay.
Hold on,
One-
wait. I gotta
No,
update.
what, you do the count again.
All right, hold on. Ready?
Trying to.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, I was late. I was trying to be delayed because for some reason you're delayed.
Son of a bitch. All right, one more time. This is
All
the
right.
last step. We're gonna get it.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, you were early.
I didn't know you were gonna say go that time. Is it on one or go?
All right, it's on one. It's on one.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 3,
We'll be here till Tuesday.
2, 1. Oh, it's close enough.
Fuck it, we're doing it. Suck it.
See, this is why you need to ask questions. I swear we're all getting banned.
All right, guys. But yeah, kind of going on like what we were talking about earlier. Like everybody's getting all jealous of bigger streamers making all this money and everything. Like I've started to notice that like that's becoming way more common. Like people like that are starting to like be a little more outspoken. Like, well, where's my share? Like,
Your
Ninja's
content
getting-
sucks. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Like,
that's legitimately it. Like that's
Yeah.
legitimately it. If your shit isn't on point, then you're not gonna get the money. Like, you know what I mean?
like if your content sucks, your marketing sucks, your face sucks, your hair sucks, yeah, everything sucks. Then guess what? Your
Right.
pocket's gonna suck.
And that's the one
I'm
thing
leaving.
that sucks about the affiliate program is that before affiliates were a thing, it was just like partner streamers were the ones
Mhm.
making money. Everybody else was grinding it out, trying to get to be a partner. You know what I mean? Trying to get like a larger community so that you get to that status. But now it's just a bunch of people that are just like, give me, and nobody really wants to work hard for it. They just want to blame like streamers that are doing better than they are, and they want to say that they're stealing views or like, why are people supporting these streamers that are already making all this money? That's because they like their fucking shit. Like, make your stuff better and then just
I-
worry about yourself.
Completely agree. I mean, I saw a tweet the other day, and it was the best thing. It was. I really should change the topic. I put streamer envy because that's kind of what it was, but to be completely honest, it's more so self-awareness.
Absolutely.
And the tweet flat out says it's like, everybody wants to blame 1,000 different things. You want to blame, oh, my bit rate's not good enough, my net's not good enough, my overlay sucks, I can't afford to play good games or whatever. Nobody ever looks at themselves and goes, man, I'm boring. I'm boring.
Yeah.
I'm
It's-
not fun to
it's-
watch. Do you know I watch my VODs 3 times a week minimum? If I have a low performing stream, and what I mean by low performing stream is if I have a lower CCU than I usually do on average, I'll watch. Because
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
want to find out, is it in fact the game and people were just boring and I was just as hyped up as I was? Or was I kind of that day and it reflects in the numbers?
Right. The best thing you can do is be overly competitive with everything. Like, obviously be humble, like I always talk about this, but like being super competitive with yourself and like just pretend that like when I've like even now, like I'm always imagining what people around like my concurrent viewership are doing, just trying to get better and get to the next level. Like I'm just always imagining that I'm like in a race with people. At the same time, like I'm not a dick to anybody, you know what I mean? Like if someone's doing better than me, then good for them, that's amazing. I just got to set my shit up more. Like that's like the kind of mindset that I think more people should start to have, as opposed to, well, why is he getting it, or why is she getting it?
Yeah.
Or anything like people just need to be more competitive and just self-aware, like you were saying.
No, I agree. I know
Yeah,
MPI is
MPI,
waiting. Yes,
yeah.
if you want to pull
Pull him
MPI in.
MPI, what's up, my dude?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
How
Hi.
you doing, man?
So I wanted to bring up just kind of like a topic that's on Twitch that I saw on Twitter this morning. Have you guys seen or read anything with Dr. Lupo and one of his subs?
Yes.
Which one?
So,
One of his subs said in chat something. I think it was like Dr. Lupo is cancer, and he immediately was like, "Nope, out of here." Just immediately banned that person.
Mhm.
But then told them, if you write me a 1,000-word essay on why what you did was wrong and that you know it was wrong, I'll unban you and you can come back.
yeah. So me personally, I thought it was incredible. So what he did was he told this person, I want 1,000-word paper on why it was wrong of you to say that. And I actually retweeted it. So let me pull up my Twitter because some of the points in the thing were good. But essentially, Lupo makes a great point. He's like, why, if I can do this to one person every day, he's like, I can make Twitch a better place. And essentially, I mean, I couldn't believe it. So the kid came in and, like MPI said, he said something, you know, you're straight cancer, Lupo's cancer, something like that. And he insta-banned him, which rightfully so. And MPI, did you say he was a sub?
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently the viewer was a sub. And that was my
Oh.
favorite part, was that dude pays to sub to his channel. I don't know what tier he was, but Dr. Lupo still said, I don't care that you're paying or not, you're not saying that stuff. And I think that was the best part, was
Standing
just
his
'cause he was
ground.
a sub, he didn't get a privilege to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Your subs, first of all, I tell people all the time, I don't care if you're somebody that's donated thousands of dollars to my channel, I will ban you in a heartbeat if you act like an asshole. And I mean an asshole in not a fun way. You know, something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like if
so
you-
this kid wrote an essay and a half, man. So
That's
let
good.
me link it so everybody can see it.
Twitch streamers, the next parents.
Yeah, well, they're pretty much parenting kids these days. That's
Could
kind
we
of how
just
it works.
become iPad?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
So I see a few of the moms in the chat talking about this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know Gringa just said, when my daughter stole one of my beers when she was 14. Damn! Slow clap, don't encourage it. Made her write a 100-word essay on underage drinking. And then Jonna says, I make her write apology letters that state what she did wrong and that what she will do to make it right. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know the backstory to it, because obviously we didn't say it, not only did he tell that kid to do it, the kid did it. The kid wrote a 1,000-word essay, so that's what I linked, and Lupo uploaded it, and essentially talking about how he now understands why cancer is not a joke, and that it's an affliction people suffer from, and that Lupo, well, yeah, Lupo is the actual dad of Twitch, let's be honest. Gamer Dad might argue with you, but...
Oof.
Oh, man. How do you guys feel about it, though? I think it's a good way to encourage trolls to better themselves.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't do that because I'm a very one chance kind of dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I work in customer service, I work in food, so I did a lot of stuff for long enough where my patience for people have just gone down a lot. But I do miss that people make mistakes. So, like, if someone makes like a slip up or something that we just don't do here, I'm like, yeah, let's not do that. Like, if someone drops, like, you know, like, let's say that word, the mental deficiency, the R word. I'll be like, hey, let's not say that. Because that's like something I used to do myself. It's like a common thing people say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like, you know, but if you come to my chat and your name is Knee and then, you know, the rest of that, I'm like, all right, I don't care. You're a piece of shit. Like, bye.
I personally had that the other day. That,
I get that every day.
Yeah.
It's
well, I mean, it's Twitch is bullshit, but that's beyond the point. How do you not auto mod that name at this point? Seriously.
It just did people get creative?
Yeah, that's true. I had that the other day. I insta banned the kid. I was like, listen, I appreciate a good troll, not a low quality troll, and that is so lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm a bald black man. You have so much material right there. You got Mr. Clean. You got the fat Terry Crews. You got you got Obama.
Terry
Like
Crews,
7.
bro.
You got so many different ways to roast me. Like, come on, like, let me be creative.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
I'm making an account with somebody and it's gonna be Fat Terry Crews. Oh shit!
Oh my god.
How about you, Val? How do you feel about it?
Dude, what are we talking about, man? Oh yeah, the Dr. Lupo thing. I think it's awesome, man. I think something like that, I think it's definitely worth trying to get them to at least understand what they're doing wrong. Like if it was something like what Sadomi was saying, no, like, get out of here. You're an ignorant asshole. I don't want you here anyway. But like a kid saying something like that like everybody says, yeah, ban them for sure. And then, you know, give them a chance to maybe reflect on it a little bit. Because like if you're typing a 1,000-word essay, you're gonna think about it a little bit. You know what I mean? Even if it doesn't get any better, like even if it doesn't totally fix it, they're gonna at least think about what they did. I think that's kind of cool, to be honest.
Yeah, I definitely liked it. I know a few people in the chat have some opinions on it. What's your opinion, Die Bear? I saw that one mod timed out yesterday, and he pointed out something the person I totally missed. Person was, yep. Oh wait, we can say things like this. I was a big bitch. He then said he was reading the rules to see if he really violated them. What? Well, see, this is why my chat rules are very ridiculous. This is why I don't have a rules panel, because common sense is my rule. It's really, that's how you spell his name. Thank you, Seventh. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, common sense and common courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your mod was reading the rules to see if the user violated them. Yes, Green. Yes, Green. That's a great point that we should segue to, unless anybody has anything else. Fat Terry Crews, how about you?
On that rules thing, like I had to. So as you guys probably know, I ran like a Rocket League for a little bit, and someone got mad because in the rules I didn't write that cheating was against the rules. So they cheated, and they were like, "It's not against the rules. Like, why am I getting banned for this?" I'm like, because I expect you to have an IQ of less than a stupid hamster.
What do you
like? If my turret has a
didn't
better
know
IQ
cheating
than
was
that.
against the rules. That's literally what it is.
Yeah, it's
like,
literally
like, do you need help?
Yeah.
Do you need like a book? Do you need
like
like
being in a
book on
relationship
phonics?
and getting caught cheating, going, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know I couldn't go sleep with that other person." What do you
Man.
mean?
You gotta break it down Barney style for like everybody today, man. Insane.
Yeah,
Absolutely insane. People will just like
It is
get whatever they
ridiculous.
can if you don't write that shit out.
Stresses me out.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I fully agree, and like the chat seems to pretty much be on the same page, at least for the most part. Like Cho TTV, he said that, you know, he likes, like I said, he likes to try to give the trolls a chance to better themselves through small challenges, you know, and then this way, like I have converted a few trolls into really good viewers, surprisingly, but it's all in how you react to it. And like obviously certain stuff like the knee name and stuff like that, I'm insta banning you and that's it. I'm gonna call you out on it, make you look dumb, and then we're gonna move on. But you know, certain I've had some pretty funny ones. But yeah, I mean, like if somebody came in with Fat Terry Crews, I'd be pissing my pants. I wouldn't be upset about that. That'd be like the best day on Twitch.
Oh my god.
But MPI, thank you for that, man. I forgot all about that, so really thank you, because that's such an awesome topic. You're the best.
Bye, guys.
Love you, bro.
Bye.
So
GreenChord. Go ahead.
Hold on, we have something in the Discord actually.
Oh, we do. Oh, GreenChord.
Yeah, so not for a call in or anything, but Susie says, can't call in because the kiddos. How do you think the nixing of communities in the options affect the sponsors throughout the Twitch space? Community or organization sponsorships that say don't have an official stream team. So basically, like Susie QQ is a part owner of Dynasty Gaming, as many of you know. And so them not having a partner streamer under their belt to start a stream team like TRUgaming has, might kind of make it so like they're not as visible in the Twitch space, which I totally understand. To be honest, I haven't really gotten too much out of the community tags. I've gotten like the occasional maybe 2 or 3 out of like the entire time that I've used them. It's the same thing as like a stream team. Like it's not gonna make a huge difference. It's just like an additional thing. Like stream team, I think means more just because it shows that you're a part of a team that a partner is on, and you know, just it's like an actual team that you have to get invited to. It's where like a community is just something that anybody could do essentially. I haven't seen too much from communities or anything, so I don't think it's gonna affect that as much as you think it will. Susie, what do you guys think?
Tommy?
I don't, because I think that if you're like a sponsor, like you should, like if you're like a reputable sponsor, you should have more than just a Twitch team altogether. Like you should have like on social media that people like it's the same thing of like being only on Twitch and expecting to stay on Twitch only. It's like you don't spread yourself at all. So if that's your only way of like having people know who you are, because a lot of people with sponsored streams have their have like one of those logo up in the screen somewhere, as we all do. They have like maybe a blurb in their chat that goes every once in a while. On their social media, they have like, hey, I'm part of this group right here. So like you have other ways to find them, just not through Twitch as easily. But I'm sure once bigger communities, maybe like if like NRG, maybe they'll get their own like tag or community or something. Not community, sorry. Like
The tag.
I don't know. Yeah, like their own tag.
Well, so my whole thing with I don't know how the tags are going to work yet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to create my own tag or not. Or is it?
So with that, they said that you're not going to be able to create your own tags, but you can put suggestions for tags, and those suggestions come in, Twitch will review it, and then the tags to be like put in, which I like way better. This way, it's not like everyone using like stupid random tags like Harry's the boss or like I don't even know dumb tag.
Hashtag dumb tag.
Hashtag dumb tag. Yeah.
So what do you think, Snoop?
I mean, I don't know. Like you said, I never saw any kind of growth from communities, and I have never found myself looking through a community to find someone to watch. I think that, to be completely honest with you, the communities kind of were a good experiment, and it gave people that couldn't get a stream team that feeling of being able to have something, you know what I mean, personal to their own, and build a community. And like MPI said, the Tavern, which is Diashawn's community, and who's another true sponsor streamer, but his community is enormous. I mean, I don't, kudos to him, man. I wish I could build a community the way he did, because it was so organic, and he's got so many people, and you know, it's positive, whatever, but they stream to that community. But like MPI said, it was good for like, it's good for raids if you're looking for somebody that's online. Like if I go through my following list and it's a bunch of partnered streamers that are already over 100 views or whatever, and then I don't see anybody else streaming, because you know me, I end at almost 4 a.m. so a lot of the time most people aren't streaming. I still have never clicked through the community to find somebody to host. I go to Discord. I'll go on Discord because like if my Discord bot, and a lot of like True has set it up for sponsored streamers, and then I know a few other Discords have it set up this way that anytime somebody goes live, it goes into its own category, it pops up at the top, and you can select from there. So I don't really see a whole reason to go through the hassle of going into the community and finding it, because how many people, first of all, you only get 3 of them. How many communities are you going to stream to? You know what I mean? And then you look at like variety streaming, like even the TRUgaming channels casting the variety streaming. It's 25,000. It's no different than going into the IRL category at this point. You're lost. You're lost in translation there, unless you're, you know, up here in views, like your CCU's 1,500 plus. So I personally, I don't know. I think, like Sadomi said, the logo on the screen, and I think Discord. I can't preach Discord enough for everything, because it's the best way. It's the community with it being able to actually talk and interact. That was the other problem with the communities page. Twitch tried to be Discord, and it didn't work. And they even had their own, you know, custom channels and stuff like that when they came out with the app, and it was just, I don't know. Like when the creative thing popped off, I think Chef Lethal Plays touched on it in his Stream Key podcast about Path to Partner, and that was part of how he got partnered. But like anything else, it popped off big because it was new and everybody wanted to use it. But what did everybody do? Everybody found their way back to Discord because it was easier.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. Before 3 days ago, I totally forgot about communities. I didn't know they were a thing anymore. I totally forgot about them.
They took them off already anyway, so they haven't removed them from the dashboard. But on the new Twitch layout, you don't see them anymore. They're gone. So I'm just reading through the chat. I know Green, actually, this is a good segue, because Green had posted a thing. He wants to know our thoughts on the new Discord store and Discord.
Thank you for your question, by the way, Susie.
Perks. Yes, Susie, I love you. Yeah, so have you guys seen any of this, by the way?
No, I was actually hoping that you guys did, because I haven't actually heard about this at all.
Okay, Sadomi, have you heard about it yet?
No, not at all.
All right, so Discord, right now it's in beta, but they're going to be dropping their own version of like a Steam and Humble Bundle store. So you can buy games. Now, I had the same reaction at first, but The other cool thing is they're doing a universal launcher. So it doesn't matter if you bought the game through them or not. You can launch everything from Discord, and who doesn't always have Discord running. You know what I mean?
Wait, so you can link
Yep,
your
I've seen
Steam
that.
game to that as well?
As far as from what I've read so far, I don't have access to the beta, and I didn't dig too much on the Steam stuff. But like
Yeah.
any kind of application, but you got to think it's an installed game application, and it picks it up when you're playing it.
Yeah, I
Like-
actually have a quick launcher on my Discord right now. I didn't know. So, yeah, like I have Fortnite on here. That's not through Steam or through Discord. You know what I mean? Like I also have Islands of Nine, Half-Life 2, like a bunch of games that I've played recently are on there right now. Yeah, I mean it looks kind of cool. I mean, I don't think I would go Discord as a launcher. You know what I mean? I guess we can see where it goes.
Yeah, Muscle Memory's already on Steam. Like I just right click Steam. Like this is Muscle
Yeah.
Memory. This
And
like
honestly,
we all play games way too much for us to not just go click
For sure.
Steam to do.
for sure. I mean, it'd be cool to see where it goes. I mean, I guess, but I mean, it shows you. The cool thing is like it shows you what your friends are playing without having to go to those friends.
Yeah.
So I see that people are playing PUBG and stuff like that. It's almost like a. It looks like it's going to be turning into almost like an Xbox dashboard kind of thing in a way, but
Yeah.
more refined and different and better because it's Discord.
So the other half of that is, I don't know if you guys have Nitro, but I have Nitro, and I literally got Nitro so that I could post emotes in everybody's Discord and
Right.
say screw your permissions. But because I wanted to flex. But now $5 a month also gets you access to free game library. So they are going to put together a library much like the Xbox whatever beta plan and the PS4 Now and that kind of stuff, where you can just download games that will be accessible because English accessible through Discord Nitro for free. So now instead of just paying to be able to get animated emotes and use your emotes everywhere, you actually get some free games with it. So I don't know if that's an incentive to try to get more people to do Nitro or not, but
I mean, I'm assuming so. It depends on what kind of games they get for it.
Well, like Humble Bundle does something like that too. If
Right. I'm
Humble
assuming they'll
Bundle
be able to
monthly.
get some pretty decent games with the size of the community that Discord has. You know, I mean, Twitch is getting some pretty good games. I mean, right? So I mean,
yeah.
we'll have to see how it goes, I guess.
The only issue with that, apparently, you need to use the Twitch like app to run the games.
Seriously?
Apparently, that's what I remember from last time. I haven't tried
What?
that, or else I would have played them all or like tried them all.
Oh, you mean the Twitch games? I thought you meant the new Discord thing. I was like,
No.
Oh.
Twitch games. Because like I'm not downloading that app. I'm sorry.
No.
That program. Like
I
there's no
hate it.
point.
It's
for me.
horrible.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have extensions. How do you make a native app for your company where you promote extensions and you don't have extensions on the app?
Or rather, why is your website better than your app?
Yeah, for real.
Dude, that app is literal trash, bro. Like, it's so bad. Like, I installed it and I think same day.
I want to know how they got the monopoly on mods for like Minecraft and World of Warcraft. Like, you can't install mods on those games anymore without Twitch's app because it's all installed and run through their app. I mean, you might be able to do a side way. I'm lazy and I never really looked it up, but essentially that's the native way to do mods now in like WoW and Minecraft and stuff like that.
They need to stop promoting that trash. They really do. It's like out of all the things that Twitch has done that like people don't use, that's the one thing they need to drop before anything.
Oh, okay, I got it. So Father Marin does actually answer a question. It's actually, you guys remember Curse?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently they used to run that, and then Twitch just bought it out because of the merger I think they had. So they're just kind of using it as, how can I put it in where I can understand it? Pretty much, Twitch is daddying over the Curse app to be like, hey, so while we're here, can you just do this too while you're here? And they're like, no, here's all the money we bought you for. Fine.
Yeah, no, that makes sense actually. Thank you, Father.
Yeah, thank you for that. But I'm still wondering why they even purchased Curse in the first place. Like, why not purchase TeamSpeak?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
it's another dead voice app. Like that's all it is. Like, I don't know. I just doesn't seem like a good idea to me.
Someone actually asked me to use TeamSpeak, and I was like,
I mean, we can't really talk right now. We're on Skype, so
yeah.
That's different. If we could work this in Discord, I would I forgot I would uninstall Skype. I don't uninstall
for
anything
sure.
from my computer. I would physically be like, all right, pause the podcast, hold on, uninstall, go,
We can blame Green for this one.
and report Skype
Show,
to the
I'm just
authorities. And we're good.
Joe, to answer your question, I'm just typing on the I have a text source in OBS. That's what I'm using to update the topic like that. But yeah, I mean, I just can't even believe that Twitch tried to have an app. They should have just whatever. Moving on to more questions. Do we have questions?
Another topic from MPI. Let's see.
I'm down. MPI, get your buns in here.
Mr. Pure Instinct. Welcome back, my dude. What you got
hey,
for us?
good to be back. So, talking about Skype and Discord and TeamSpeak and stuff, I was talking with one of my mods the other night about this. It's kind of older news, but Xbox was partnering with Discord to do chat with gamers. Why didn't they use Skype? Microsoft literally owns Skype.
Because even Microsoft knows their app is trash. It's garbage. It is poop. My trash can is a better voice system than that. I just put my face. Hello, can you hear me? And it's better than Skype. Microsoft, please don't sue me, but your product is garbage.
It's all right. You're not on Mixer.
Wait, what's Mixer?
I don't know, man. I hear that's just trash too.
But no, I mean, I seriously, it's probably it's a hugely smart move on Microsoft's part. You'd be crazy not to do it, and Discord would be crazy not to do it. I mean, Discord is huge and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and
And you can use it in a web browser.
yes, which is enormously amazing because I can't tell you how many times I'm at work and I do that. It's awesome. It doesn't even require you to download the app, which is ridiculous. And it works on mobile. I mean, the iOS one kind of sucks. But you know, it's still 100 times better than a Skype app on a phone or trying to use, you know, forms and whatever other convoluted mess that they've made for messaging out of apps. The first thing I downloaded when I got my new phone the other day when I replaced mine was Discord. That was the first app I put on my phone. Because because Discord makes you feel like you're missing out if you're not in it for more than an hour.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't really use Xbox, so I can't comment on it too much. And PS4 will never get that integration because Sony hates anything that's not Sony. But their exclusives are, so I'll stick with them. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really truly think Discord should continue on the path that they're on. I mean, it's the best thing out there and it's free. You can't beat it. That's why I don't mind paying $5 for Nitro. I'm more than happy to support things that are awesome that don't cost anything. I'd rather spend money on, this is going to sound dumb, but I'd rather spend money on something that's free than something that actually costs money.
Yep. Because once you spend money on that thing, you're expecting stuff at that point. First, like if it's free, you're just like, I just don't like to use something else. I didn't really waste anything.
I mean, look at the Fortnite model. Just saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Made
That's
what, over
Let's not talk about how
billion?
much money we spend on skins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
putting out a quality product without like even needing money in the first place, or without requiring money in the first place. You know what I mean? So it's cool supporting people like that or companies like that.
Yeah. So thank you, MPI. I mean, did you want
Thanks,
to
man.
touch on that anymore?
No, I just thought it was an interesting thing. It was
Yeah.
just funny to me, like, oh, we own a voice server and we don't even think it's good enough to use.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I didn't think about it till he brought it up. That's why I wanted to see what you guys said. But Sadomi put it pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, we joke about the Mixer thing, and yes, Microsoft does own Mixer, but I'm not gonna knock any streaming platform that is paying people large sums of money to come stream because that means they're doing well enough. You know what I mean? That you got
Not
guys hitting
necessarily.
1 million. You got guys hitting 1 million followers on that platform now.
I don't know.
It's definitely
I'll,
real.
I'll still knock Facebook streaming,
But
but that's just me.
That's
I'll
correct.
put it like
too,
this:
man.
if any of them came to me and was like, "Hey, we'll give you $1,000 to go stream over there," I love you guys, but like, I'm gonna go there for a little bit till that contract runs out.
absolutely. I mean, not for nothing. So the rumor was that if you had over 100 CCU on Twitch and you were partnered, Mixer was buying people out for $100,000 for a year contract.
Dang.
to completely
That-
leave Twitch and come over to Mixer.
What?
Now, would
See,
y'all
I
do
could
that?
do that, but I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah, I'd be gone. Love y'all, but I'd hope you follow me. But 100 G's, 100 G's, people. You know that
That's
shirt,
like a-
$20, $20. Well,
Like, the smart thing to do there at that point, just be like, hey, guys, I'm taking a year break from Twitch.
mhm.
I'll be back after this year, most likely, unless things go really well over at Mixer. And then it's like, all right, I got paid. I'm gonna do my stream thing. I'm gonna use that money, improve my stream as much as I can, like do what I need to do, take care. And then when I come back, be like, hey, I made my return. What's up?
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
it's I don't know. Mixer has a lot of cool features, and I know a lot of people just avoid Mixer like the plague, and they won't even go look at it. But you got to appreciate some of the. First of all, the FTL thing is one of the coolest things in the world, and now Twitch is finally on board with that. And I understand why it took Twitch so long, because the volume of people streaming to your servers is so much higher than it is on
Mhm.
Mixer, so it's hard to offer that kind of bandwidth to everyone. Well, but one of the coolest things on Mixer is the co-streaming. So a lot of us co-stream. We've all done it, exclamation point multi in the chat, and then, you see 5 different people's streams on this unnative clunky app and whatever. Mixer fully integrates it to the point where you can watch both point of views, and it mixes the chats together automatically.
That's glorious.
It's so nice. It's so nice. That and the Hype Zone, I think, is one of the coolest things they've ever done.
Mhm.
So for those of you that don't know what the Hype Zone is, just to give you a quick background on it, if you play Fortnite, PUBG, Realm Royale, and I think there's one more game they've mixed in there, but I'm not positive. If you are in the top 10, Mixer has an algorithm that literally scans your stream, and if you end up in the top 10, you have a chance to go into what they call the Hype Zone, and it's like an NFL red zone for live streaming. And it automatically does the co-stream thing where it integrates your chat with the Hype Zone's chat. So you go from having, in the Hype Zone probably sits like 400 or 500 viewers at a time. So it's almost like a big raid. You get that small amount of time to really, push your content and stuff like that. And even if you convert 1% of that, it's just a really awesome thing. It's almost like being Twitch front page, except it changes like every 5 minutes.
That
MPI,
would be
you were saying
great for
something?
PUBG, because I was watching the PUBG Invitational,
Mhm.
and oh my god, the first 15 minutes was the most boring thing in the world.
Yeah, and they do that for PUBG over there. That was actually the first one, was PUBG.
Good.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, the one thing I do like Mixer for is that they're super competitive, and they're trying to be the next Twitch. And Twitch has been like the only real platform for a while, so I mean, in my opinion, they're getting complacent.
Mhm.
I love Twitch, I really do, but I think having a competition is amazing, and especially having someone like Mixer come up and just try to be super innovative with what they're doing, and adding things like the Hype Zone is amazing. Like, it doesn't mean I'm going to go watch Mixer, but it means that Twitch has got to set their game up a little bit, and they know it, and I think that is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. MPI, you were saying something about it?
Yeah, the only one out of like all of them that I just can't not get behind, and I don't think I ever will, is Facebook. If you want to watch it on mobile, you have to have their mobile app, which no, never. If you want to watch it on the desktop, it's difficult to find things. It's clunky. It's constantly on like my news feed, and the only people it shows me is like 12 people streaming Fortnite. Which, if you like Fortnite, that's cool, but I don't want to watch it. I can't get, and you can't get rid of it. If you try to like hide the live streaming suggestions, it just says an error occurred, and it won't go the fuck away.
So,
But just overall, the whole platform is. Someone said, I think it was Diabear, that's like they have no integrity, and I can't get behind them as a company, let alone to take my content over there.
mhm.
Yeah, and Facebook
But I
requires
think-
so much info too, and they just data mine the shit out of you.
Yeah, and so many people, like, you're on Facebook, you don't stop and watch someone stream for 3 hours. You look at it for 4 seconds while you keep thumbing up and down or scrolling with your mouse wheel. No one stops on Facebook for more than 25 seconds.
So
Yeah, for sure.
anybody
But-
else? Oh, go ahead, MPI. Sorry.
There was a big streamer. I don't know that he's a huge streamer, but he started on YouTube, went to Twitch, and then went to Mixer because he was a very big Microsoft streamer. He's big in the Halo community.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Hey, Mixer, Microsoft, perfect. We put them together." Recently, he moved to Facebook for about a week and then came back from it. That's how it was just not a good thing. And I think he even had some contracts with them, but somehow found a way out of it. So, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I know. I only know of one streamer from Twitch off the top of my head. It was Darkness. I forget what the numbers are, but he streamed with like King Gathalion, Professor Broman, all those guys. He was big. He had he was partnered. I mean, he wasn't enormous, but he had like 50,000 follows and a good amount of subs and so on and so forth. He dropped his Twitch partnership, signed $1.5 million deal for 1 year on Facebook. I think was the number, give or take. I'd have to Google it to really get down to the brass tacks, but it was some obnoxious number. I believe it was 6 or 7 figures. And he is now over 200,000 followers on Twitch or on Facebook. So my thing with Facebook is I dislike Facebook in general. Facebook irritates me, but it's also in its infancy, and it is still the highest and most used social media platform out there. So when you look at it from you take the personal feelings out of it and you look at it from an analytic point of view, it's got a very, very large chance of blowing up. And people are recognizing that and taking their content over there now so that they're on the ground floor. Because look at all the people that were on the ground floor of Mixer or Beam when it was Beam. Nobody thought that anything was going to happen with that, and now you got guys over 1 million followers and 50,000 or 5,000 subs, which on Mixer is a huge amount. So I mean, I definitely think it's an interesting. Sometimes you got to take that step back and remove the feelings out of it and look at it analytically. Like there's a lot of things about Twitch, if I was just going to get feeling wise, that I can't stand. But unfortunately, it's not unfortunately. Fortunately, it's the platform that I've chosen, and I enjoy it, and I'm doing okay on it. But don't think I haven't sat there and looked at other content and other pages to go, am I really worth the grind? If I put this much effort in on Mixer, where would I be? Like, I've thought that question to myself a few times.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking at the Facebook Live page right now, which was hard to find. But most of these things, there's like a little bit of gaming, but not a lot. Most of it looks like it's news shows. Like like not like a news show like a podcast like this, but it's like 9 News KUSA, like it's the local news station in Kansas or wherever. I feel like maybe it would take off more for those kind of things than it would for gaming.
You're on the Facebook live streaming page?
Yeah, so it's just like it's facebook.com/live.
So go to
Facebook,
facebook.gg. That's their gaming platform. See, this is the problem.
Oh yeah, that's who's gonna find that if you don't know what it is?
Exactly, and that's the problem right now. Is it's in such an infancy that they're not promoting it. So they're actually, in a marketing perspective, in my opinion, they're doing it right. They're letting it grow without pushing it right now, so that when you do show up, the first guy that pops up in my thing has 2.5 thousand viewers right now, or 2.5K viewers. Yeah, I was right when I said that.
Forts.
Yeah, he's playing Fortnite, and then you got a guy playing
the next person looks like
PUBG. But then you got somebody with Doom Eternal gameplay. Oh, that's IGN though.
That's IGN.
It's IGN.
All right, you got a guy playing
like a
Grand Theft Auto 5 to 200 and almost 60 viewers, which is, by comparison, if I played Grand Theft Auto 5 today, I'd probably have 15 to 20 viewers. So, I mean, it's definitely interesting how they're doing it. Stone Mountain 64 is another one who exclusively streams to Facebook now, and he's huge. So it's just, I personally think that they're hiding everything right now for good reason. They want to let it grow so that this way, if it explodes and dies, nobody cares.
Yeah,
but if it
it's
blows
like an
up,
open beta right now.
Yeah, if it blows up, they can go boom, turn on facebook.gg, and now the first 5 streamers have 2,000 plus concurrent viewers. It's going to be a good start to something if they want to launch it.
That's very true. It'll look really good if when they start advertising it, it's already successful.
Now,
It'll
one
look
thing too
really
to
good.
notice about Facebook is the audience differs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, if they integrate it with normal Facebook, eventually, soon enough, think about your average Facebook user. A lot of them don't know what Twitch is. A lot of them aren't as into the gaming community as we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to put an example, my mom thinks Twitch is stupid, but she goes on Facebook like every day. A lot of older folks on there as well who aren't as technologically inclined, which just comes with when you play video. You just get that knowledge of like technology, just kind of
Mm-hmm.
like that secondhand. So it's just it's a different audience too. Than people who use Facebook. Like me, I don't use Facebook because, but also just don't. Little tip: if you're going to stream on Facebook, I recommend making a whole new account completely and not
Mhm.
friending yourself, because we've already had issues of people getting like swatted and other dangerous issues.
Mm-hmm.
And Facebook, a lot of people put everything on Facebook. Like my mom would be like, I'm driving to see my son who's in this city at this time, but we'll see him later. And I'm like, Mom, please take that down. No, okay, I'm blocking him on Facebook. Why? I'm your son. I'm your mama. You better add me on Facebook or I'm gonna beat you. I'm a grown ass man. Anyway. So yeah, like
So
go ahead.
just looking kind of through it all, I'm kind of also noticing it looks like there's only maybe 3 games that actually have people live in it right now. Maybe 4, including PUBG.
Mm-hmm.
But like I went down just to God of War, and there's no one live in it. And the only thing you see is suggested streamers, and you can go to that page and see when they were recently live.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this is going to be something that's like only popular games are going to take off here. Like Fortnite is going to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
PUBG is going to be huge. But anything else that comes out, like even World of Warcraft, they've got 3 people live in the top of it, it looks like.
So,
But I wonder if less popular or like huge multiplayer games may not see as much on there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of it, personally, I think is, again, it's in the infancy. It's not pushed. So people made this argument with Mixer. So people who variety streamed wouldn't go to Mixer because Mixer catered to BR and that was it. And then they did what they called the chill zone one time as on April Fools, where they did the version of the red zone for variety streamers. So they'd find a variety streamer, do something cool, and it would go to that channel. And it took off because people didn't realize there was people variety streaming on the platform until the platform introduced them to that.
Right.
So now if you go on Mixer, you see a much broader variety of games than you would have a couple months ago. So it's too hard, in my opinion, to judge Facebook's gaming platform because it's in such an infancy. They are just getting into monetization on there where they didn't have that until very recently. So a lot of people didn't want to go over there that were semi-successful on these other platforms where they were making some kind of an income, because now they're giving that completely up for the quote-unquote love of streaming. If you love streaming so much, you'd be on caffeine supporting that because you quote-unquote don't care, and that's why nobody streams to caffeine.
Wait, what even is caffeine?
Oh, dude, do yourself a favor. Don't even bother.
Nope. No, I'm looking.
Garbage, dude. It
It's-
is garbage.
So it was a Twitch dev or a Mixer dev, I forget what his deal was, that made the iOS app, that decided to make his own streaming platform, and it has just been a shit show from the start. But my whole thing is I just think you can't really knock the other platforms just yet. Mixer has a little bit more of a ground to stand on than Facebook, but
Mhm.
I will never allow my distaste for a certain section of that website to automatically dictate my feeling towards how this thing is going to be. It's just like YouTube. Look at YouTube, took a completely different term. They're trying to be the next streaming platform. So not live streaming. This is why you've seen that kind of go away. YouTube videos are now encouraged to be over 10 minutes. They want to compete with Netflix. They realized where their niche was and they moved away from it. And Facebook might do that. Facebook might change into something that hosts let plays and tries to compete with YouTube on that aspect. It all depends on where it goes, but it's not even a year in. You know what I mean? So it's hard to tell where it's gonna go.
One thing I want to see MySpace like introduce like their old like hear me out, like introduce like their old like page format, but with like your stream. So this way, instead of like on Twitch, everything's the same, looks the same except for your stream, like your panels. Imagine the entire page is customized to like how you like it. You put your stream where you want to put
Change
it.
your background and everything.
Yeah, like all of that. That would be interesting.
I just want to be able to play a song when people come onto my page now.
That's the other thing. I want that auto song to pop up.
That senses fail or some angsty teen stuff that used to be on
Yes.
MySpace.
Absolutely.
Black Parade pumping in.
Black
Oh my
Parade,
God.
exactly.
That nice little
I got my eyeliner
G.
still.
I gotta dig up my black nail polish.
Wait, hold on. I think I got it right here.
And the just you do. I can't with
There we
you.
go. Yep. Here we go.
Oh
Y'all
man.
laugh, but little off topic, we're having an emo themed party where everyone has to dress like that at the party. It's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
I would go to that.
ridiculous.
I would
That's
go
I'll
to
get my
amazing.
trip pants.
Snoop, I want you to come to that.
little Mayday parade, and you know they used, and everybody
Yo,
feeling
that
bad.
sounds awful.
Oh my God.
It's okay. I'm sure I will post photos in the Discord.
Hashtag what is MySpace? Anyone born after 2000? Yeah, for real, Joe.
That thing that Justin Timberlake bought that failed.
Wait, Justin Timberlake bought MySpace? I found.
Yeah, he bought MySpace.
Yo, come on.
When did he buy it? That's
like
the question.
after it died.
After it died.
It was dead. And he was like, or it was like going away, and he was like, I'm gonna buy this and make it like social media for music. And then it just never went it never went anywhere again.
Honestly, I mean, what did he lose? Like $20?
For him, it was probably like pocket change.
Like, yeah, he was like, I'll just try some. I got spare money. I don't have it. My name's not Media anymore. Let me see if I put my name in Media for something good.
Apparently, it was 2012, according to the internet.
Holy shit!
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
way more
MySpace
recent than
was-
I wanted it to be.
I know, right? Oh God,
Facebook was like
$35 million.
What? No fucking way.
Whoever had MySpace was like, what the hell? Hold on, where's my checkbook? Hold on.
Yo, you want
Wait,
my
Dude,
house too?
I just bought MSN Messenger. Okay, great fucking deal. 18 mil.
Now,
Okay.
To be honest, though, at that point, MySpace was a music platform for the most
Yeah.
part. For those of you that
And
had
that's
ever
what he was
checked
trying
it
to
out.
make it.
Mhm.
Was like social media specifically for people in the music industry.
God, that's
So,
so
like,
trash.
Help musicians find each other and things like that. And it just kind of didn't work out.
Like if you were looking for some kind of an indie band or something like that, MySpace was the place to go.
Yeah, or it'd be like a good place for like I'm in, like I work for a record label. I'm looking for X kind of band. They could go there and find that kind of band and then
SoundCloud.
immediately connect.
Yes, I agree. I mean,
That is
wildness.
horrible to hear. 36 million.
So actually,
No, it was only 35, Ellie. It's okay. That 1 mil makes
Got a
it
deal. Was 36 paid 35.
talking about getting contradicted on the point I just brought up a little bit is that Miss Fatal Kisses said that YouTube just launched a quote unquote join button, which works exactly like Twitch's subscribe button. So I don't know.
I have seen that pop up a little bit, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, so apparently they're still in that market. I was under the impression they were trying to go like the Netflix route because they were coming out YouTube originals and everything like that. But then again, why drop something that is
Google
free?
has enough money to just do whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but so does
I
Amazon.
could go on and on about Google.
So it gives YouTube. Oh, it gives YouTube channel custom emotes in member only chat. So essentially, it mirrors Twitch. in
Yep.
that. Wow. Very, very.
But I guess
very
you only
interesting.
get that if someone is streaming to YouTube, right? Because like I've seen it pop
Yes?
up under
No.
a YouTube video that I'm watching before.
Yeah, no, it works on the video in the comments section.
Huh. How
Cass,
about
you're
that?
the best.
So weird.
Are you at work, Cass, or can you call in and talk about it?
So that could be cool though. That could be almost like a double dip for
No. all right.
streamers.
Yeah, I mean,
If you export your VODs to YouTube or you cut them up and make a compilation or whatever and put it there, when somebody's that passionate about your content, they could sub Twitch and then sub YouTube.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a bad platform. It gets into that gray area of the whole 24-hour.
24-hour
Twitch.
waiting kind of thing.
But
Yeah, I think as long as you upload it Isn't the rule? It's in the contract somewhere. We can all read it.
It's 24 hours after you stream. So Twitch owns your content for the first 24 hours it's on the platform. So 24 hours after you hit end stream, you can then upload your content to YouTube.
Right.
But now Professor Broman, so I listen to a lot of Broman's podcast on top of StreamKey, and Broman makes a very good point. Broman literally uploads his content like almost simultaneously. And Broman's one of the most sub people on Twitch. So he makes a point, though. He said Twitch would be insane to ever ban me for that. Because all it's doing is spreading Twitch to YouTube.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing you're forgetting too, Broman got clout.
No, I agree. I fully agree. But I have never, ever heard of anybody getting banned over that specific thing. I've never heard of anybody getting banned. I mean, I'm sure if we Googled it, I might find something. But it hasn't been a big enough impact on Twitch to become a thing where people are like, your content went up after 22 hours, sir. Here's a 24-hour ban.
Mm-hmm.
Not, I played some song and some producer banned some big-time streamers and then got made fun of on the internet for days afterwards. But
I think the thing is, like, they don't want you to stream to both platforms at the same time.
Yeah, they want
I
your
think that's the
streaming
main
content
thing.
to
Like,
stream here.
Right.
And then,
While
like,
you're
whatever
live, you should be streaming on Twitch, and they don't want YouTube to be interfering with their numbers at all.
yes.
So I think that's the reason for it.
So I don't believe that you should ever try to multicast.
Right.
Unless with the caveat of you're not an affiliate yet. Personally, had I had the knowledge that I have now when I started this, I would have streamed multicasted to all three and seen which one did best. But I would have went Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, streamed all three, and then see how you go from there. How do you not multitask? I have too much caffeine. That's why I'm consistently multitasking. Oh man.
Actually, it's actually a good point too. If you're doing well enough, you wouldn't even accept affiliate.
Yeah, agreed.
Like if you just have be like, hey, I'm on affiliate, just donation bar instead.
And then Game Wisp or whatever that shit's called.
Game Wisp is still a thing?
I'm not gonna lie.
As far as I know, it is.
Affiliate, I've never seen something get murdered.
Oh, like
that quickly.
Yeah. Because like
everyone who
the Twitch bot or the chat bot always says like Game Wisp. I'm like, what the hell is Game Wisp?
Let's look up Game Wisp Google search.
But yeah, I mean, again, if anybody has any other topics, whether you want to post it in the chat or call in, you can do !! Stream key, like I have written there on our little drop down projector board. But I do know some people, it's becoming more and more popular that people aren't taking affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
That people want to grind for partner without taking affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
My thing with that is I respect it. And I not even on the money aspect of it, I just don't know how it's going to be when you get to the point of having those kind of numbers. Is it going to affect you when you apply for partnership?
Right.
And I don't know. I'd have to look. I don't know if there's any kind of info on that yet, but
I think it depends completely on like what your content is and like what you're doing. If you're a big pull and you know you're going to get like partner if you applied just instantly. Let's say you're a Jacksepticeye, you're not on Twitch yet.
mm-hmm.
They're partnering you the minute. Oh, you're in here. Let me partner you real quick. Like same day transaction.
Yeah.
So in that case, if let's say you were actually thinking about Facebook too, you would just jump in and be like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, Facebook, what you want to offer me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Twitch, what you got? All right, Facebook, let's go talk. Let's talk.
Actually, Miss Fatal Kisses just brought up a good point about this kind of topic. So essentially, I guess this will be a good way to wrap up the stream key today. Because I know people got some things to do, and I know we're chewing up your Friday as much as you love seeing all this amazing, beautiful, gorgeous mans on your screen. She says, I've known a few people on Twitch that couldn't get partner and switched to Mixer and became partnered on Mixer in just a few weeks. Yes, that happens. Joe,
Yeah,
thank you for the follow. Because Mixer partnership requirements. Mixer's requirements are a little bit lower, but Twitch is also brutal with the way they do their partnership sometimes, because I have seen people get partnered. So the argument was made one time, and I've seen it in a few occasions, and I don't know if this is exactly why. So they created the achievement system for partner, which I thought was insane, because 75 average viewers, when these guys that got partnered before anybody got affiliate were grinding up to 200 plus before they could get a sub button.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with it is it's subjective. So even if you hit all those marks, they don't have to give you
Absolutely.
partner, and it's making it seem like they do. And I think it's a mistake, because now you're opening that door to get smacked when someone, if I come in with 100 concurrent viewers, I hit this, all the requirements, the hour stream, the day streamed, whatever it was, and then you deny me, how do you justify it? How do you justify denying my partnership when you told me this is what I need to hit?
Now, under the fine print, under the achievements part, I'm sure everyone's read this, is this will open up the requirements to apply for partner. So what I think they're trying to do is trying to limit the applications, because everyone's applying for partner like every day almost. They have like so many applications. Like, okay, let's just filter out all the people who we shouldn't even bother considering. Like there's people with like one viewer who are like, "Hello, I'm just gonna apply to see what happens." Which is like, all right, one viewer click XXXXXX.
I did that.
But yeah, so I mean, there are people who get partnered for like different reasons too. People can get partnered if they work for a certain company. Like if True got partnered and we were all like,
it opens your stream team up to being partnered.
Yeah. So we could all probably get partnered from that if like Twitch is like, okay, TRUgaming's like the shit, which we already are, we know that. But like let's give them that check mark. Or if you're like a big figure or you work for a company and your account is like almost like a verified, it's almost like a verified tag. We have partner for people who need verified tags, like Twitter does. Because there are some people who I know who don't really stream, but they're partnered. But they work for companies who do important stuff, like in the gaming community, like on Twitch and stuff. So they get that partner tag because they don't have like an affiliate tag. Sorry. I just said it. Verified.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So,
and that's their way to verify people as a partner, though.
Yeah.
So, like, Cass or Miss Fatal Kisses just said, you know, when they originally dropped that, it said you will be partnered if you meet this requirement, which I think is the whatever. But Khaleesi's got another point too, that they are, and I have seen this, that they're cracking down on the special partnerships because esports don't automatically get them like they used to. You used to get, I mean, how many people do we know that got 100 people and, you know, they got 500 followers and, you know, 5 concurrent viewers, but I'm a pro Rocket League player, so give me that check mark. You know what I mean? So it kind of takes away a little of the clout of partner, in my opinion, in that aspect. But you can also apply for partner because it is subjective. And if you go on twitch.tv/partner application or something like that, you can apply for partner anytime you want. You don't need the achievement to pop. Still, they just hide it now.
Yeah,
but
sure.
When you go in there, it clearly states that it's subjective. They look for your community to be consistently growing, active, very, you know, they look for good content, quality content, decent amount of streaming time. None of it is number based because they don't want to lock themselves into that, because somebody who could be on the grind of growing and maybe that has 50 concurrent viewers but will spike to 100 or so on and so forth will get partner before the guy who hits 100 viewers who just talks trash to the chat the whole time and is just a toxic person. And people go in there to troll him, because how many people have done something like that? You know, they get on Twitch and they're the most obnoxious person on there, and you know, they act like a fool and then they pretty much end up there. But I think we're gonna wrap it up because I know the Americans have some things to do. I gotta pick up my wife from the train station soon. And Veli's got America stuff to do, and Sadomi's got all that Liverpool shit to do. Fake American.
It's probably 6 or 7 o'clock over on the other side of the pond. So
there you go.
Oh man,
that's fucking Susie. Oh my god! Thank you guys so much for all the call-ins, all the questions. That was a good episode for sure. It was a good
Very
50th episode, even though we didn't have GreenChord here.
Yes, I love all of you very, very much. So,
Love you
Val,
guys so
where can they
much.
find you?
VELOKK _SnoopHogTV. Just kidding. _TV. But yeah, you guys can find me. That's on all social media, on Twitch and everything. Hit me up and CGYDB.
And Sadomi, how about you?
You can find Sadomi over at twitch.tv/SADOMI_. You can spell it yourself, or I can type in chat for y'all to take a look at right over there.
This guy! This guy!
dude.
Here, I'll do that.
Perfect. Oh wait. Oh my god, I'm scared what mine is. Oh my god, I'm scared what mine is.
Slightly energetic or eccentric. I thought it said energetic.
PUBG. Ew. What the?
Do you know how old these commands are? I haven't played PUBG in like a year.
Silent.
Seriously though, thank you everybody who tuned in. You guys are all absolutely freaking incredible, and I love you. You are all. Don't you look at you, Mr. America? You want to fight about it?
Yeah,
You can
dude.
find me
Hell yeah,
SnoopHogTV on all the things, and you can turn in. You can tune in on Fridays
up.
if you like this phone in Friday edition of the Stream Key. Cass, thank you for the sub. I don't have alerts, Cooley, and I only have access to certain parts of this, so I can only see so much because I'm streaming from my bedroom, or my office rather. I wish I was in my bedroom, chat. This would be a whole totally different stream. But we're gonna find somebody to raid. If you guys, hold on, let me check myself on that because I don't know if I can raid.
Can you? I can.
I think mods can start up a raid.
Okay.
I think only editors can. Are we edit? Yeah, we're editors. Right?
Ooh.
We should be editors.
Should be, yeah.
I think. I'm scrolling through.
Dr. Lupo, we were just talking about him. Let's raid
True,
him.
we could totally host Dr.
The nice True.
Lupo.
Oh my god.
Oh god,
this is
I'm looking through hosting people. What am I doing? What happened to the following page? What happened? Oh, because it was on host. That's dumb. Dumb chat, dumb. I love all of you guys. Dumb,
TRUgaming's live right
dumb.
now. We could raid them.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. We can hit him. We can hit him with it. Oh, you know what? Here we go. Angry Gringa
Yes.
is live. So we are gonna send the love over there. So much like I do, I'm gonna pretend like this is my my send off here, and we're gonna play the Choo Choo Train. No, I'm kidding. We're just gonna raid Gringa because I don't wanna TOS things and mess up recordings for use and fair use. Cass, thank you so much for that sub. Enjoy your true hype. You are the best.
Yes.
You guys are all amazing. Every Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, Veli is here with GreenChord for this wonderful phone-in Friday, and you can catch all of us at different times. Check out all your true sponsored and affiliate streamers. Have a wonderful day.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.